Hello everyone and welcome to West of Loathing. The year is 2017. Kingdom of Loathing is a distant memory, but still amazing. When this game comes out, and it's amazing. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't have anything written for intros. I am bad at intros. I'll say that much. That is what I'm good at, is being bad at intros. I do want to point out something I saw in the settings here, in the options. Under speed, there's dialogue speed, combat speed, and horse speed. I have no idea what that means, and I'm excited to see what it does when we get there. Okay, we're making our character here, it looks like. Or wanted for protagonizing. Opal Cody, Esther Simmons, Wyatt Moyer, Jess Roosevelt, Red Dumont, Ben Connor. Actually, Red Dumont, that's fun. Go with my Ember Red, Red Dumont. That's fine. Our lady figure there. Red Dumont. Let's play. Play as Red Dumont. We're ready to get going, are you? Yeah! I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Now, am I a cow puncher, a bean slinger, or a snake oiler? Basically, do I want to punch things, do I want to do magic, or do I want to be a gun? All good choices. Let's go bean slinging. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the bean slinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there's a can't speak. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. I want to be a bean slinger. This here's my room. WASD, or you can just mouse around. Goodbye, desk. Comb hair. You gain an XP. It is important to click on everything, because you never know what you're going to get. Read the spine of one of your books, Clyde Danger and the Curse of Cabot Castle. Rufus liked this one as much as I did. Clay Smith and the Mystery of Eagle Warehouse. The Curse of the Forgotten Castle. I read that one 10 times. Pearl Jones and the Secret of Zombie Ship. I remember that one. Escape from the Forbidden Gulch. Dad gave me this one when I was a kid. The Miracle at Zombie Cave. I loved that one. Oh hey, this one might come in handy. You got an item, Walking Stupid. This is why you click on everything. Walking Stupid. Unlock stupid walking as an option. Read. And it's now in our options, and we are going to use it. You accidentally drop the book, and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. That is in our options. Stupid walking. On. Some of them aren't even really walks. Yeah, silly walk indeed. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Ah, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, then flies away to the west. I have a feeling we'll see him again. Goodbye, phonograph. You pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Your little brother's room. Anything in his desk? His weird diagrams and charts? Oh, this is going to be fun. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Über die Darstellbarkeit einer Funktion durch eine trigonometrische Reihe. Just the title page gives me a headache. Something about trigonometry, I think. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... Ooh, which one do I want? Each book gives me a skill point immediately and a skill, so I don't want pick and locks, survival, or bartering. I will take picking locks. Oh boy! Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. That hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a bit. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's favorite can of beans. You got an item. Can of infinite beans. Thank him. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. And we are going to take a look in this haystack. Dig through it. We got a needle. It's not for sewing. It's for picking locks. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. And he starts fidgeting with it. Hey, Rufus. Time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? I'm heading west to seek my fortune. There's just no good opportunity here, kid. If I'm going to make something of myself, I gotta go where I can make some meat. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. And that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. Don't you worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. Go west, young woman. Yes. Hitching a ride across the Grand Prairie. "200 miles later." Woo! Ow. Well, the bad news is that you fell off the cart and got knocked out for a couple hours, and now you've got no ride, no meat, no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town, rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. A turnip. You got an item. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dang nabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. You look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. A magical black Stetson that looks like something you'd wear. Grab it. You got an item, barely enchanted hat. And put it on. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, gal. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Alright, I'll keep it in mind. Now, if you've seen Markiplier's playthrough of this game, you will be familiar with the spittoons. It's a spittoon. People spitting into it. You know without even looking in, that it's absolutely disgusting. We're gonna look in it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting. And the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. We're gonna look closer. You're now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass whore. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning, your eyes start to water. Search. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring, probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations! You got a nasty ring that gives you muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit, that was pretty worth it. Hey, old man. What do you say, Pete? Oh, me? Well, heck, I say all kind of things. For instance, dadgummit, some yellow-bellied scabshangle saggle my flapjack. Uh-huh. See you later, Pete. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Keep waiting. The bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowgirl. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Red. What brings you to our little backwater? Ask about work. Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of a errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. The railroad? The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company, from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. And they're hiring? Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Dirtwater? Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity there. She pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Yep. If I were a younger woman, I'd probably head off that way myself. You mentioned some errands? Yeah, this Forsaken Burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff can certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement, some cow poking from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. Effective against goblins. Hello. Howdy, I'm Red. Howdy, Red, I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. Hostler? I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse-selling guy. Ah, gotcha. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses are just flying out the door. So, business is booming? Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. Haven't sold one in ages. Oh. Is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious, circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay. Pile of old newspapers. We'll take one. The Boring Springs Gazette. Anything interesting there? Nope. Some whiskey. Grab a bottle. Nurse brand whiskey. Attack the goblin. Been a while since I've done attacking. Yeah, this is a good spot for my camera. That's more than fine. That's actually the best spot, I think. Goblin here has 25 HP, 1 muscle, 1 mysticality, 1 moxie. Those are the things that are blocked by my avatar. So, do I want to... 5 to 6, 3 damage, 9 hot damage, Bean Shield, increase my armor by 4, doesn't end my turn, good to do. Costs 1 AP, usable once fight. I have 1 action point. So everything costs 1 AP. This does not. Armor, and then melee. Wow. Oh, I've also got the spray I should use. 25 damage to the target, assuming the target is Goblin. So just one hit kill then. Victory! Howdy! I took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly, Red. I knew you was a stand-up gal the moment you walked in here. She reaches under the bar and grabs a bag of meat. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, a real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. Can I talk to you now? Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowgirl. Who's going to be searching for the spittoon of her teeth if she don't leave me in peace? Okay. I believe that's everything here. No, I have meat. Can I play? They look at you nervously. Look, have some meat. Let's play. You put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s plus a 2, a 3, and a king. Let's see. I got the Moxie, we're in bet crazily. Eat this. All in, suckers. Sweat gushes from their faces as they each read the How to Play Poker card again, but eventually they both add 20 meat to the pot. Okay, you read them and weep. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3 king. The guy on the left has a full house, 2 jacks and 3 aces, and the gal on the right somehow got a straight flush, 2 through 6 in hearts. I will outfox. You explain that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points, to the gal on the right's 20, and your 25 plus a king. And the king represents King Ralph the Ninth. Yeah, King Ralph the Ninth, whom the Western colonies revolted against because of unfair taxes, so they owe an extra tax of 10 meat each. They nod in understanding and push more meat across the table at you. You collect your winnings and stand up. They thank you for helping them learn the game. Beautiful. Happy to help. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff here in these parts. The what? The sheriff, okay? Blessed sign painters. Say, you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would ya? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here, what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. Well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. And why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you shouldn't say that, because I'm sending the deputy... Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. Deputy pistol. Deputy? You deputized a gun? You're new in town, maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where Fricker's Gang hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. Got it? I'll be back with the door. Bird theft. Help wanted poster artist. Okay. Trade. Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name and trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. What are you doing? Or what are you trading? Well, madam, today I'm trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. We'll save the needle. I don't know if we need this right now, but if we need dynamite later, we can come back. Alice MD closed. Get lost. Hello. You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh. Does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh, no, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation process inside the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it's a mite boring. I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or something, do ya? I actually do. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Ore Hill Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Behind the outhouse at Ore Hill Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you could just kindly stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. There you go, partner. Nope. I'm not allowed in Topeka anymore. I wonder what I did. Afternoon, ma'am. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hostling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. That's rough. That's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God, yes. Thank you, please. I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run to the same places. He draws 3 little pictures on your map. We've discovered the Ore Hill Mine, where you want to go there, the Boring Springs Boneyard, and Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. You got a bag of homing oats. How does that work? They're special pigeon-infused oats. We'll send the hostler's horses back to him. Alright, map. Well, let's see, anything I need in here? Let us head to Ore Hill Mine. Grab that shovel. We know it's behind the outhouse. Look behind. We got the shovel. Anywhere we can shovel in here? Meat ore in this cart? Awesome. 65 meat. And a mug. The inside of the Ore Hill Mine. This mechanism is labeled Cargo Elevator Control. A poster on the wall behind reads, Level 1 Blasting... Level 1 Blasting Cap Storage, Level 2 Plungers, both kinds, and Level 3 Tools. Where do you want to send the cargo elevator? Right now, nowhere. And looks dangerous, no plunger to hook it up. Well, we know where plungers are. Level 2. Plungers! The sign lied, though. There's only one kind. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. And press the plunger. You press the plunger and nothing happens. You forgot to hook up a blasting cap. We need that on level 1, please. Let's see. Crates are labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. Looks like you're going to need a crowbar to pry one of these crates open. Tools are on level 3. And pick the lock, which we have plenty of needles. There's our crowbar. Back to level 1. There's our blasting cap. Add the blasting cap. And press the plunger. Kaboom! That's a dark horse. Dig through it, gain 65 meat. And dig through here, get a silver nugget. Nice. Hello, horse. You see the dark horse, barely. Hey there, girl. It's okay, I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like crippling introverteds away from you. Aw, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Here are the oats. Here you go. Yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Come on. Eat the oats yourself. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful from the bag and toss them in your mouth. It tastes like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wave. See? Perfectly fine. Try it again. Pat her on the nose. Okay, she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. There's a good girl. Winnie? The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of oats. Warily, but grudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Okay then. Our founding Zephaniah Boring, 1806 to 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. Mug. Benjamin Crockett. He showed up way too early. Beauregard Skelton, Captain, 3rd Cavalry. Let's dig him up and fight. Why not? Victory! A scuffle it is. A skeleton! You're not getting past it without a scuffle. I mean, there's a lot of space there. I was hoping there was something to do with the tree. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent ghost. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as to not startle her, though you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there. Hi. I'm a friend, okay? That's a little strange. How you did that without opening your mouth? Let's pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. You get the idea. Here you go, girl. Have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you. Please don't look at me like that. The horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up the bones with. Grave dirt? Is that a yes? Weird, okay. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionately at them, then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre. Timothy Cochrane, Elizabeth Cochrane, and Silas. Oh. Hello, sir. Bud Fricker, the Fricker Games intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Let's ignore him for now. See what we're dealing with first. Let's wake this guy up, see what he has to say. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. That is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar, if we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Let's fight, Thud. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Shoot him, tie him up. Psst. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and to the tub. You cautiously approach the Fricker gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that the squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Let's talk to him. Howdy, boys. Feel me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How do you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy. Your sister. He squints at you. Bimmy? You ain't Bimmy. I am too. Back me up here, Snipe. Snipe speaks up. Don't take but one eye to see what you're full of, dead woman. They both reach for their guns. The leaders of the Fricker gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Time to recover the door. Grab the mug. Pile of Fricker's ill-gotten gains. 50 meat? Yes, please. Anything fun here? Nope. Take the door. It's the sheriff's door. Got it. This should go back safe to the sheriff as soon as possible. Touching all the cactus. The snakes look sleepy, but not that sleepy. You have slain a snake. Before long, they'll call you Snake Murderin' Red. Yay! Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. This snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. I'm good at tricks. Nice work. If the whole cowgirl thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. This snork has... What is a snork? This horse has gone snake crazy. Or maybe he was some other kind of crazy before. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella, I'm a friend, okay? It's cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little. now that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Pat him on the nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit. Okay, a lot. But he seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. Feed him the oats. Are you hungry, boy? I got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny. Or rather, hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. This horse has the look of someone who has seen the madness that dances on the other side of the void. You behold a pale horse, like absurdly pale. This horse seems uncomfortable when you look directly at her. This is the most typical horse you've ever seen. I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending back my dark horse. 300 meat. Sure thing. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe. Thanks for your help. 300 meat. Thanks for finding my crazy horse. He was eating loco weed again, wasn't he? Not that I noticed. That's all of them. I can't thank you enough. Here's a little extra for you. Afternoon, ma'am. What can I do for you? You said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking around the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was going to get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was being sarcastic. I see. We can also buy the horse from him. Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you though, horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you've bought one, you won't be able to change your mind. Which one are you interested in? Do we want the basic, the shifty looking dark one, the spooky pale one, or the one with the crazy eyes? We'll come back to this. The answer's gonna be the crazy one. Sheriff got back his door. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. He produces a big bag of meat with 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you got time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What do you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new one. I just so happen to have one. You hand the sheriff the lock. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. You don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger? You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they'd better watch out. That's a good job you done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. Got a replica sheriff badge. Thanks, sheriff. Yeah, you want to say anything else? Are you Susie Cochrane? How'd you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing. I couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows? Cows, right. I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago, happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cow smashed in the front door, and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes just like that. What did you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire, and I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I ain't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here, and no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Where is it? Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. Take leave. And that's really quick. Let's go talk to the nurse. Or to the doctor. Get lost! Offer her the whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite bottle, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. All right, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey. Stat. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Jeez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Okay, point taken. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so, what's up? What's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart and you ask me what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one and I'll drink to that? Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how's that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty tough. Or rough. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Missy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients. It's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back on the bottle. Hey Doc, can I take a look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're gonna do you much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. You say you survey her books. Leaf through The Legend of Curly's Meat, The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson, and The Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. That sounds interesting, The Goblinoid Tongues. Yeah. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You've learned to speak Goblin. Sort of. What now? Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer they call him. Supposedly he's sending magic out into the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? That'd be one hell of a can of beans. What's the deal with all the TNT? It's so when I feel like I'm about to go, I can blow myself into bits so small there won't be nothing left to come back. That seems drastic. Drastic hell! No way am I taking the risk of becoming one of those things. Fair enough, I suppose. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try and stop him. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Yeah? Why not you? A gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as squirrel knows surgery. Do you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. And if I were going to pick someone to go up against Necromancer, it'd be someone who knows a thing about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? And it sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done for your friends and everyone. She continues to look at you. You can see the gears turning in her head. It beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away, then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing a rumor? It doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. All right, kid, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. Nice. Just let me know when you're ready to leave. I'll wait here. Cochrane Ranch, established 1891. Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. You got the varmint skin and knife. Allows you to collect skins from beasts after combats. That is a floating, flaming cow skull. This thing looks angry. You're not going to make it to that safe without dealing with it. Let's deal with it. You defeated that nasty cow skull, floating in a cloud of flame. Grab Susie's rifle. Anything else in there? No. You find my rifle yet, stranger? Yep, here she is. Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, as she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Red. Thanks, Red. Can't rightly say what this means to me. She looks at the rifle for a moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Okay, I think that's everything else. We just need to buy our horse. Which we are absolutely taking the one with the crazy eyes. Okay, I gotta warn you, this horse has seen him some stuff. But I'll sell him for you for 1,000 meat. Is something wrong with him? Not as such, he's perfectly functional. But, well, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Snakes Gulch to chew on the local weed that grows there. And that makes him see crazy things? I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Color me intrigued. I'll take him. Thanks. Here's the keys. Ride safe. Horse senseless by a crazy horse. Steam achievement. Give him a name. This horse's name is Steve. Steve. Are you sure you want to name your horse Steve? Yes. All right then. Steve the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Thanks. Alright, let's do this. Let's ride Steve out of town. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? On second thought, let's just go ahead and double check. Ah, pointy! Mostly scabs. Just from hitting all the cactuses. Plus 5 maximum HP. You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Yes. Alrighty then. You're probably horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Crazy Pete, Doc, Alice, Susie, Cochrane, or go alone? I am going to take... You know what? I do like the whole necromancer and doctor side of things. Like she'd be good against the necromancer later, against skeletons and whatnot. And she can heal me, I assume. So let's take Doc Alice. You knock on Alice's door and tell her it's time to go. You consult the southeast west map the Holstler gave you. It only lists 2 things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Day 1, the first day of the rest of your life. Room for rent, inquire within. Mind the traffic, miss, it's rush hour. This water is for horses only. It's your partner! What's up, Doc? If we're looking to look into this necromancer business, I figure we ought to start with the local cemeteries. Makes sense? Do you know where they are? Yeah, I did some research into this Territory Cemeteries a while back. Territory Cemeteries. Territory Cemeteries. To see if it was a pattern. You okay? Sorry. Anyway, there's one not too far from here. Hey, look, a spittoon! This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. You say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. Inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Inspect it. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth, distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore, because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. And except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. You feel like your hand is dissolving. You found something. You found a tacky, filthy covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You got an item, filthy porcelain cow. +3 melee attack damage and +3 spell damage. Well, now that we're here in Dirtwater, I'm going to call this episode here. We'll leave talking to all these crazy people, including this man whose arm is sticking out of his beard, for the next episode. So until then, make sure to subscribe so you see when I go and put the next episode out. Like this video, comment, all the YouTube fancy things. Thank you and farewell.